Hey, remember when EVs were really picking up traction in 2020 and it felt like overnight automakers around the world were in a race to build as many battery electric cars as possible? Well, Toyota's chief publicly said that electric vehicles were overhyped, stating that converting entirely to EVs could cost hundreds of billions of dollars and make cars unaffordable for average people. Then, just a year later, the Toyota CEO said that going all EV could cost Japan millions of jobs, and that to achieve carbon neutrality, the enemy is carbon dioxide, not internal combustion. In 2022, Akio Toyoda said silent majority of the auto industry is doubting an EV-only future. The year after, he's quoted saying people are finally seeing the reality of EVs, and now that the segment's growth is slowing, he's saying, told you so. Man, the chairman of Toyota playing us all like fools? I like this guy. Toyota really is saving the internal combustion engine, but they've also been a leader in new technologies more often than you actually might think. Remember the first gen Prius? Yeah, okay. We can all agree it hit every single ugly branch when it fell from the tree, but it also won Car of the Year in Japan when it was launched in 1997. Why? Well, not for its good looks, like me, but for its cutting-edge technology. Hiding under that wedge salad was the world's first mass-produced gasoline electric hybrid car. Then, in 2014, Toyota introduced cutting-edge tech once again to the masses with the Mirai, basically pioneering the use of hydrogen in production cars. Because, well, yeah, brands like BMW and Honda toyed around with some hydrogen-powered lease-only cars previously, it was the Mirai that changed the game forever. It was the first mass-produced hydrogen fuel cell vehicle, offering an alternative to traditional fossil fuels and battery electric cars. It showcased the world technology that emits only water, pushing forward the possibility of a zero-emission future. And just a couple years after that, Toyota for the third time was talking about mass adoption of electrified cars before really anyone else that didn't have Elon Musk at the helm. In 2017, Toyota aimed to sell more than 5.5 million EVs, including 1 million zero-emission vehicles per year by 2030. Then in 2019, they talked about popularizing battery electric vehicles, stating that much work lies ahead to achieve the popularization of BEVs, even creating new business models and collaborating with partners as they strive to contribute to a better society. Hell, they had a media briefing on EV battery strategies in 2021. They put a ton of time and energy into building EVs and producing them for the masses. But why don't we see EV Toyotas competing with the likes of Tesla? Aren't they butthurt that the Model Y just eclipsed the Toyota RAV4 and Corolla as the best-selling vehicle in the world in 2023? Well, yeah, they are. And the BZ4X was their response. It's a blend of sustainability and innovation. Toyota's really big leap into the BEV market, offering a promising vision of carbon-neutral transportation with its zero-emission capability. It was Toyota's first impression to sway potential buyers of the good-looking Volkswagen ID.4, the futuristic Hyundai Ioniq 5, I really like, especially the N model, the Swiss Army knife Kia EV6, the sporty Ford Mustang Mach-E, which I still can't get over that name, and the crown-stealing Tesla. The problem? It's not just a bad EV, it's kind of just a bad car. Okay, that is harsh. It's a mediocre EV for its price range, efficiency, and charging capability. I mean, it doesn't even come with a glove box. I could see a Miata not coming with one, but a crossover SUV that's brand new from Toyota? What were they thinking? Let's just say this product put Toyota miles behind the competition when it comes to battery EVs. But, come here, does Toyota really care? Not really. Why? Well, one word. Hybrid. As other manufacturers kept going all in on EV technology, Toyota was sitting on the sidelines, just chewing some gum, patiently waiting for them to waste away billions. And their big bet was on hybrids and saving internal combustion engines that has now paid off big time. Toyota is cashing in on booming hybrid sales, forecasting record profits driven by gas electric vehicles, as US competitors just keep looking to catch up. And they're not really that close. So what is a hybrid and what makes hybrids just so good? Well, when you think hybrid, I bet your first thought is fuel efficiency. And you're right. And In the simplest terms, hybrid vehicles automatically switch between using their electric motor and their gas one. This means they're always using the best option for saving energy and getting you further with less gas. But why could hybrid technology also save internal combustion engines for performance cars, let's say? I mean, the upcoming Dodge Charger, known for its fire-breathing V8s in the past, will only be optioned as an EV and a twin-turbo inline-six. Not bad, but not a V8. But doesn't it make sense if you combine both technologies? Powerful electric motor with a powerful gas-burning unit, and you could get great gas mileage and incredible power? Well, cars like the Porsche 918 just entered the chat. See, the concept for the 918 Spider was first introduced at the 80th Geneva Motor Show in March of 2010. And this concept, ladies and gentlemen, was showcasing Porsche's innovative approach to combining high performance with high efficiency through the use of, say it with me, hybrid technology. Baked into the mid-mounted powertrain is a naturally aspirated 4.6-liter V8 engine that develops 608 horsepower. In addition to that V8 engine based off of the Porsche RS Spider race car, yeah, a real race car, the 918 Spider had two electric motors that delivered an additional 286 horses. Yeah, that means a combined of 894 horses. Impressive, but what's even more impressive is it got 78 miles per gallon. Wow, that's a lot of miles per gallon. When sold to the public starting in 2013, the world thought that Porsche had just built its next hypercar, when in reality, behind the scenes, engineers in Stuttgart were putting on a masterclass on how hybrid technology isn't just reserved for fuel efficiency, but performance as well. Until then, hybrid was this dirty word exclusive for gas-sipping cars, but Porsche took the concept and turned the definition on its head. They say it takes 10 years to be an overnight success, and roughly 10 years later, we're finally seeing hybrid tech mean much more than just miles per gallon in cars us normal folks can buy. Cars like the Corvette E-Ray, which has an impressive 655 horses, thanks to a hybrid system compiled of 495 horsepower from a V8 and 160 horsepower from an electric motor, making it the fastest Corvette ever. Or the Volvo S60 Recharge, an unassuming sedan hiding a supercharged and turbocharged 4-cylinder gas-powered burner and an 18.8 kilowatt battery and motor. Good for 455 horses and 0 to 60 in just 4.3 seconds. Fast, yes, but it also gets over 30 miles to the gallon. And these are just a couple examples of how hybrid tech doesn't have to mean one thing. It really can be the magical combination of two power sources giving you everything you could ever dream of. And I won't even touch on safety, except the IIHS finds that hybrids are on average 25% safer than the same standard car. Better fuel mileage, better performance, better safety? I mean, guys, what is not to like? Well, there's price. Yes, they're still more expensive than their non-hybrid counterparts. Take the new Toyota RAV4, second best-selling vehicle in the world, and it starts at $30,025 for the base gas burner, while the exact same trim in hybrid starts at $33,075. But for just a few grand more, or roughly 10% more, the hybrid model gets better fuel economy, more horsepower, and it's 25% safer? That sounds like an incredible value. Luckily, as more car companies enter the hybrid market and technologies become cheaper to build, it's only a matter of time a new or used hybrid will be cross-shopped by any buyer at really any price point. The cherry on top of all this is the prospect of the plug-in hybrid. It's all the benefits of a full EV combined with the daily usability, convenience, and infrastructure of a good old fuel burner. Since most people commute less than 30 miles a day, for the majority of your driving, you'll be running an EV only. But when you feel like taking that trip to the mountains or crossing state lines to go visit your friends or relatives or even your ex-girlfriend, you aren't stuck with the stress and anxiety of the charging system infrastructure. For most people, the plug-in hybrid is absolutely ideal. And the best part about all this, it's keeping the internal combustion engine alive. And Toyota is at the forefront. So how do you feel about the blend of electric and gasoline power and hybrid technology? Are you intrigued by the promise of lower fuel costs and reduced emissions, or do you have reservations about the initial purchase price and battery lifespan? I'm curious if the performance aspect of hybrids with their instant electric torque and efficient power delivery sparks excitement, or if you're more captivated by the potential environmental benefits. And lastly, as hybrid technology continues to evolve and become more accessible, do you see yourself steering towards owning one in the future? Or are you all in on the EVs or hydrogen or neither? Sound off in the comments below. Like, subscribe, turn on that notification bell if you enjoyed this content, and check out some of our other Ideal content over here. I'm Brad, the Financial Cowboy. This is Ideal. See you next week. And oh, promise me one thing. Keep living the ideal lifestyle.